Hello YouTube, Infinite Magicraid community, Gandalf here. We will be doing a lot of summons today, as you can see. Maybe save 50 for the Gift of Heaven that's coming up, but we're hopefully going to get 4 copies of each. Big hopes there, so that we can E3 them right away. This time when we do testing, we'll actually do it with the heroes in actual content as opposed to in the trial. So I'm very looking forward to that. Haven't done massive summons for a while. So hope you enjoy. In this very same video, we'll go in, it'll be a lengthy one. We'll do all the summons. We'll do all the summons really quickly. And we will also do the guide and the build all in this one single video. Wow, 10,000 excellent summons. Okay, let's see the first one we get. Okay, showing, not bad. I think, was that the last showing I need, or? Again, remember what I said is if we get dupes, right, we gotta have to go here very quickly to make sure we consume them. And we do have 2 extra legendary eyes, so in case we need them, we will use them. Wish. Let's keep going. Whoops. Let's do 50 at a time. Quick. Okay, we got the epic hero at least. Let's see if we get any earlies. That would be nice. And no earlies. And we have... Okay, well, who do we have here? Okay, that's 1 eye. That's already at 5. And the next one's guaranteed to be on banner. And we get... And it's Penny. Okay, so in my mind, I think Penny is the better one out of the 2. At least I feel like not until we have Sorta, the one that's from the hero that's from the special boss one, we won't be able to really use her, use him in the Sages of Seven Lily, simply because there isn't a cleanse and it's really hard to get him shielded. I'll explain a little bit more later in the video why that is the case, but where is our Jellyman? There we go. Oh, Jellyman's not even... Wait, Jellyman? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's the last exclusive for her as well. Okay. Back to our summons. All right. Quick wish. Halfway through the... Ooh, this one I think it's early, right? Okay, so... All right. Next one's guaranteed. So we have... All right, at least we have... Okay. Fine. Not complaining. Let's go back and double check. I think... I just... Serena. Okay, that's exclusive 3 Serena. Alright, so that's 2 pennies. No worries, we still have lots of summons. Now, I've seen people got 7 copies of the same thing and not get the other one, and which is kind of sad. Like, how lucky do you have to... Or how unlucky do you have to be to get like 50-50 off of the 2 heroes? Lysander, okay. I'm surprised Lysander's not maxed out yet. Maybe this is another exclusive 5. Lots of exclusive 5s today. We still need 7 more dupes for our epic eye, so we still got a ways to go. Let's keep going. Whoops. Okay, there we go. We got the second hero we got had. All right, let's keep going. I think I want to just get as many dupes of these as possible. I think that was also early. Ooh, Penny, that's nice. That's back to back. Okay, insufficient space. Okay, we'll be right back. I think that's E2 on Penny now, right? So, oh, hold on. We need to make sure we have the new hero locked away. So, We need to make sure we save copies of her because we definitely want to make sure. What's her name? What's her name? Judy. Okay, because we do need her for Sanctuary, right? So make sure you don't feed all of your Judys away now. Judy. Okay, we got some copies here. You know what? For Judge Lou's, I'm also gonna just keep as well. Might as well feed some exclusives into our Judge Lou since we use him all the time. Okay. Quick crafts. Quick crafts. All right. Okay. Quick claim. Okay, we got another I here. So far we got 3. Let's see if we can get some had copies. I think I'll stop here because I still want to make sure I got enough to exchange next week for echoes because we're short. So let's go over to Supremes. 10. Wow, that's unlucky, but okay, 2 over here, and we have a brand new hero. We got. I never got a Mai before. Okay, that's a dupe Ronai. Okay, fine. And the next one should have a had in it. Had. Okay, we're at E3 penny now. We're at E3 penny. Miracle. We will stop if one of them actually hits 6. I think, right? We're at 1-4 now. Let's go for some hads. Come on. I need hads to do showcase. Willa. Okay, that's nice. That's a Willa. That's Willa right there. That's good. And we got Ronai and May. Okay. Sorry, we want to do Supremes, and we can probably do another. We'll go all the way to. We'll do 100 Supremes in this summon. Okay, double. Am I cursing myself here? Am I cursing myself? 1 and 5. 1 and 5. Like, we will definitely stop if we see one more penny in here. 2. Okay, we're done, guys. We're done. Okay, we're done. We're done. Okay, there is no had showcase to be had. We will have one had. We'll level him up eventually. We got ourselves to a E5 penny already and 6 copies of Judy. So Judy's going to go to E5. And I will be right back with all of these heroes leveled up and built. So maybe for the rest of the video, we'll focus on more of a penny showcase, less so of a hat showcase. All right, we are back. Now, before we go into actual combat, I do want to show you guys a couple of things in hero trials first. So this is after setting all of our heroes, all right, at the same attack and mastery, all right, with the exception of, Little Jack, because Little Jack is actually boosting everybody else's mastery, right? Everybody's on the same attack. You see here, they were set at 50,000 and 250 mastery. They're all attack-based heroes, all right? Now, of course, O'Grady is very much AoE focused. Chelsea, every single hit is actually a single hit. So when you hit everything onto a boss, all of this damage, keep in mind, goes to one person. Plus more, Chelsea will do 300% more to bosses, all right? So keep that in mind. Little Jack benefits from this test simply because, second skill is also AoE. Had's damage is amplified because across the board, all the skills are AoE to all damage to like every target. So when you actually interpret this scale, I would need to multiply Chelsea's damage potential by 3 folds. So it would be around, 5 billion for Chelsea. But for Had, Hat is probably going to, if this is a boss scenario, it'll be about half the damage over here. Little Jack will also be reduced because the last skill will all go into the boss. And, if he's not killing, he also, gets reduced cooldowns. O'Grady's is drastically going to be reduced because O'Grady's is going to be about a fifth of this. Hat is going to be about half of this on a boss fight scenario. So how good is Had? Had is not going to replace Chelsea by any chance in the boss fight scenario. Had does not do any detonation damage, so if you notice in the entire fight, Had pretty much never will have a shield on because he causes burn damage only, not detonation, so it doesn't synergize well with O'Grady's. What he brings to the table is the attack down, so in the boss fights, you will still need a shielder, so you won't unless so we'll had out DPS. Malosh definitely yes. So in my particular team, yes, Had will go in, Malosh will likely come out. And I think that will be kind of the setup. But I do need O'Grady's if I want to bring in you won't be replacing Little Jack, you won't be replacing Chelsea, and you won't be replacing Big Jack. So yeah, Chelsea will still be the boss killer. You still need O'Grady support. So the best burn team doesn't change, as I mentioned, not until you can replace Soter at the same time, perhaps with a brand new burn hero. Then you don't need O'Grady's, but O'Grady's also have a decent burn amplifying mechanic with Ember, so that's another straight 60% that you don't want to miss out on. So yeah, it's a tough call. Had is in a pretty awkward spot. Maybe he has some PvP DPS overall potential. That's yet to be seen because we don't have good faction artifacts for him, and it will take a while for people to start using him in PvP. But damage potential, he has some damage potential. It does take a good number of turns before he is fully charged up. So maybe in the new drawn out battle, what's important to note that is when resonance is really triggered, that's and it's a much higher damage number than this. Is where we're hoping to see that that will be the breakthrough point for you to be knocking out enemy teams. And that's kind of the design of the resonance system. All right, we'll quickly switch over to kind of show the key mechanics for Penny. All right, so here we got Penny set up, and what you'll notice is again, the stats were retained from all of the previous runs. So Penny will be at the same attack and a mastery as before, all the heroes coming in or place. The point of bringing in Nazil, Ascendo, and Lydia is more for the ongoing control effects they will apply. Willa for a minor, well, there won't be much counterattack going on, but Willa also to have the control effect in there as well. But the key mechanic here is really the support capability that brings in from Penny. It makes your CCs uncleansable, which is going to be a big strengthening effect to control teams. It works well in a control counter situation because Penny cannot be CC'd after she hits resonance, right? And what basically you want to do is bring a heavy CC team, bring Penny, and then you can actually keep your enemy CC'd and just do ongoing damage little by little and just break away at these teams. So Penny is a great addition to any control teams you want to build. So Nazil Ascendo with Penny is a really good option to set up, right? Or like this frees up your Santa. You no longer have to be forced to run Nazil and say Nazil with Santa for that permafreeze. Here you have a really nice option around making your CCs uncleansable. This is the main part. And whenever you're hitting target that are CC'd, you end up quickly poisoning them, and that's the key mechanic of how Penny works in a nutshell. The reason why I have to do the showcase this way is because in faction and some of the other places it's a little bit hard to show that. Also recognizing that, while missing the faction piece and some of the auras and all of that, it's a little bit hard to show all these heroes have full potential this early in the game without a decent faction piece. So I'm just going to quickly re-gear Penny and take you guys to the new faction Abyss, and we'll wrap up the video that way. I just put all the basic things, level skill up. I haven't went ahead and farmed Emblem at this point because if I'm not going to be using her, I rather wait for the double faction, the double talent drops, which just ended, so we'll be back in 4 weeks. What's important to note that gear wise, I'm just going to put on the same gear as Giselle here. To kind of borrow my best set. Of course, the new set will be really good on her, and penetration will work really well. Having some effective hit will be nice too, but not really that required. All right, so we're actually going to go over to Faction Abyss. One of the things you might notice right away is that all the levels are actually 100 levels higher. So by 14, we're already at level 300. So at 19, we are at level 350. Just so that you understand the difference, I'm going to quickly show you for all the other stages at level 19. Okay. Enemy is 100 levels lower. Okay, this makes a huge difference. I think when we go up to stage Sega City here, when we go up to stage 29, I think it's when they're at level 350, right? So this is the equivalence in stat level difference. Now I did ask the community manager around, was this intentional? Was this a mistake? Apparently this was intentional. It's intentional that because the heroes are meant to do a lot more damage, and we do see that. They hit very hard, and you can see that, here you have a chance of freeze. The chance of freeze is a little bit low, but the important part is once you have the enhancement, freeze, stun, hypnosis, all of that, it makes it uncleansable. So this works really well, synergizing with freeze teams, or you can put whether that be Ronai. It's really useful from that perspective, right? Especially with stuns, uncleansable stuns to work with Beatrix. That's really good synergy there. Now the damage here is actually really high, especially on the second skill. Just quickly show that, right? Oh, sorry, whoops. Oh, that's wrong hero here. The second skill on, look how high it's hitting, right? Like it's very impressive, the damage numbers that we see, considering how much of a build we actually have here. Now resonance point, it's interesting to see how we go. Oh, sorry, this is the second hero. I keep forgetting. The bleed damage there from the epic hero is not unnoticeable, right? It's like the AoE version of Mackin. But you can see the enemy, even the ads are hitting so hard. It makes it very difficult. Like we're already like dying to the trash mobs at this level. All right, we're just going to carefully finish that. So the epic is kind of in line with other heroes, but the legendary hero, for sure, the damage is very much on the high end of things. We're going to get resolute, and we're going to do a big AoE nuke to get rid of all of the let's just get the attack down onto the enemy here. Oh, we didn't. Oh, yes, we got the attack down. Okay, we already lost a little bit of health there. Let's do the AoE for bleed. You can see the amount of damage there. It's so high. But we are struggling to survive, of course. The boss have so much HP. Resolute. Resonance point. Okay, we're on our last life now. I don't think we can beat it. Here now against the boss, single target, right? Let's see how big this hit is, relatively speaking, right? I mean, stat-wise, not that impressive. Only 50k attack and almost 200 mastery. No emblem. So with emblem, it would be like about, you know, maybe 30% more. Okay, not that impressive for a resonant. Was that the resonant hit? No, that was not the resonant hit. I think a couple more turns we get the resonant hit, right? Okay, so resonant point. Let's get the attack down back there. Okay. We do need a shield coming up. Resolute shield. Okay, now we got the big resonance hit. Let's see. How much more is the resonant hit versus the other one? I think before we saw, I think 750k. Now with this, we are, wow. Okay, so yeah, so about 50% more, right? Oh, don't die, come on. We're almost there. Mastery surge. Can we make it? No, we didn't. So yeah, I'm pretty sure with a little bit more gear, we can finally push past 19, but of course the next level will be, again, another 10 or 20 levels higher. So yeah, it's gonna be quite a journey pushing through. I don't think we're gonna be seeing people push past 30 anytime soon. Not until maybe if you have Sultra or have some a little bit of more tank support hero, right? Like in here. But hopefully that gives you a quick sense of what these heroes are like. I don't think they're strong enough to really showcase how good they are in PvP just yet. Unfortunately, once they're much better built, I will make sure I do it in a future video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Gandalf out.